I don't know if you can hear me. Maybe you can hear me now. Maybe. Hopefully. Let me know in the comments. I'm currently on my own. Esteban's wandered off. Basically, we were on Hobby Maker at the weekend, and all of my stuff has just either disappeared off the face of the planet or in a bag. And I feel very disorganised. It's very hot and I feel very sticky and clammy. It's still that warm weather, isn't it? But I kind of feel like I'm done now. That was a nice 2 weeks. Thanks so much. But let's have a breeze at least, right? I just feel really clammy and sticky, and it's actually making me feel quite unwell. So this might be a little bit of a short one actually. I hope you've been good. I hope you had an amazing weekend, and I hope you can hear me. Alison says she can hear me now, so that's all good. And Esteban's back with some ink pads, which is great. Here we go. Thank you very much. So, as I said, I hope you've had a fun weekend. Maybe a little bit of crafting in the garden, maybe something like that. If you haven't seen Maker Monday before, and you're wondering what's happening, my name is Lottie. I'm just getting some graphics ready, so bear with me. This is my name. And we're doing Maker Monday. I got it the right side. I pointed to the right side. So yes, I own Mama Makes. This is not Mama Makes. This is my house. We decided to make a little bit of a filming studio and go live every Monday to bring some like crafty joy to you. It's a little bit of a community in the chat now. We're getting there with that stuff. But if you could share, if you could comment, say hello, let us know you're watching. That would be amazing, because we want to build this up to be amazing, and you guys are really helping us with that. Hannah says hello as well. Hello, Hannah. So yeah, we're gonna use the new one, which, although I've just said it's really, really hot, is a Christmas stamp set. You guys will be getting ready for Christmas now, those Christmas makes. I know it's June, normally we do July, but we kind of had to follow along with Hobby Maker's plan, and they had a Christmas event that launched last week, and we were part of that on Saturday, which was amazing. If you want to go watch it on the kind of replay service that they have on hobbymaker.co.uk, we were on at 5 o'clock. But yeah, great to have new people on board as well, a lot of new customers messaging me, so great times, really exciting times. So yeah, the new stamp set is Festive Wreath Builder. I literally forgot. We've called it Festive Wreath Builder. Hobby Maker called it Christmas Wreath Builder. It's the only wreath builder we've got, so you got the right one either way. Esteban is reading the comments. He's my husband. He's in the corner here.
Hello.
So yes, if you want to chat in the chat, you will see Esteban, and he will put in all of the links and things like that, I'm sure. If you would like to shop with us tonight with anything that you see, Maker Monday 20 will get you 20% off, and mamamakestore.co.uk is the website. Now currently our website doesn't want to play ball. Not really sure why. It's decided the basket isn't important, and it's coming up with a white box. I had a brief look but didn't manage to fix it. My quick fix is in the top blue bar, it says cart. If you click that instead of the white basket icon, it'll take you to the same web page. So that's my quick fix for now. So the website is fully working now. I don't know why that is glitched out. I need to look into it when I have more time, but I really want to set up and go live tonight. So yeah, if you want to shop for anything, Maker Monday 20 is your promo code. So let's show you this. I'm going to go over to our overhead camera right here. And hopefully that is all working all good. I think if we slot that up there, we are good. So feel free to ask any questions as I'm crafting. You're not interrupting at all. Anything I use, I'll try and tell you, but let me know. So this stamp set, super popular when we were on Hobby Maker. I'm just going to put this on the back so you can see a little bit better. 28 stamps on this A6 stamp set. Really, really gorgeous. Sentiments, because in the old Christmas bits, last year's Christmas bits, I was so annoyed with myself that there was no sentiments to pop into the middle of the circle when you use this with the Rotate Mate. So we've got Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Let It Snow, Sweater Weather, Happy Winter, and Holly Jolly. And then all these wreathy, kind of ferny elements. Some look like feathers. You've got snowflakes and holly as well. But even though you got snowflakes, holly, and the sentiments are festive, this essentially is a wreath builder. So it's going to look gorgeous for all occasions, I think, anyway. So let's have a play. Now, when I said everything was in boxes and bags, can't find my ink pads anywhere, I've got a selection of Distress ink pads, but I do like to use a VersaFine Clair. These are on the website, and this is Nocturne. You've got VersaFine as well. This is just a little bit more clear for all the detail, so I'm going to use this today. Do ignore the fact that I'm using black. Obviously, it should be brown and greens and all of that. We'll get there. We'll be fine. I don't know what to pick with these. So pretty. I'm going to use a few tonight, but I'm going to use this quite detailed one here, I think. This one here. So, this is the Rotate Mate, and this is a stamping platform. If you don't have a stamping platform, our Rotate Mate tool will pretty much work with any of them on the market. I haven't found one yet that it won't work with. The Rotate Mate is in the corner here, and this is an acrylic tool that my husband invented with my guidance. And it has matting and layering guide on the side, but it is essentially a kind of circle wreath builder tool. I'll pop that. I can't read any of these anymore because they're too small, so bear with my head. That's Maker's Mate. This one here is the one I need. There. Rotate Mate is what you need to search for mamamakesstore.co.uk, and don't forget your 20% off. So if you imagine the Rotate Mate is a clock and you go to 6 o'clock, you would pop your first stamp there, and where you put it in terms of height depends on how big your wreath is going to be, so we'll pop it about there. We're going to close the lid on our stamping platform and squash it down so the stamp goes with the lid. Then we're going to grab our ink pad and ink up our stamp, and I'm going to use a few of these stamps to kind of show you what's included. So I am going to skip a few, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I'm just closing the lid, and that has transferred over. Really pretty. Now I'm going to take my magnets off, and I am going to skip 1, 2, 3. Pop it into the third notch, ink up my stamp once again. The VersaFine Clairs are quite juicy, so I have to remember to not press down quite so hard to get that really crisp impression there. Otherwise, it will kind of look a bit smudgy. We're going to go again. 1, 2, 3. And you might have noticed there the Rotate Mate knocked a little bit, but I know that its kind of home is in the corner here, so it doesn't matter that it got knocked. It doesn't matter if, you know, any animals jump up on the desk or the phone rings and you have to go. Always go back to the corner. And we're going to ink up once again. And just press that down lightly there. And I'm going to keep going until I've got a complete circle. So again, 1, 2, 3. Into that slot there. I always feel quite judged when my husband is here and he watches me. Like, I'm glad he isn't in the studio when I do Hobby Maker, because he watches me use his tools and he knows that I'm not very good at maths. And he just has like just a resting face, like he doesn't actually mean anything by it. But like when I look up, he's like judging me. It's like, you know, when you do like, if you've ever spoken a foreign language and you end up doing like the oral exam where you have to talk to the teacher, like you don't just write it down and hand it in and you don't get judged, like you have to actually speak to your teacher in that language. That's how it feels. Like I'm doing it in front of the teacher, and I invented this. And it just feels that way. I don't know. He's got a judgmental face.
I don't think so. I was just curious how it's going to turn out.
He's curious. Anyway.
Crafty Card Maker says, I was playing with a warm winter stamp collection and the Rotate Mate yesterday. We'll share later this week.
Ah, nice. Crafty Card Maker is Alison in disguise.
Ah. See, this one, like, who is this Crafty Card Maker?
Yeah, she's gone old business, giving herself a little... I did notice that. So, because I was talking, I needed to line this up again. But I'm going to go in again. I'm using the wrong ink pad there. The heat is really getting to me. I can't concentrate. I'm really hot.
It's
I
very
just-
hot in here, isn't it?
I think it's this room, but yeah, it ain't going well in my head today. So, I've got this lovely little circle and it's all evenly spaced out, which is super cute. And you can see that if I rotate this again, I'm back to the beginning here. Really nice. So, what we're going to do now is add a few other elements. I don't have my cloth or anything to clean my stamp. I've just got nothing with me.
Don't get your cloth.
No, it's fine, don't worry. I'll clean them afterwards. So, what shall we add next? I think...
Ooh, we've got a comment from Hannah on
hi,
YouTube
Hannah.
saying, oh yeah, know that one, LOL. I've heard my most recent one.
Hannah is... my husband will know what I mean by when I say this. Hannah in Denmark.
Ah, yes.
Hence why she has language learning, because she's trying to learn Danish. So, I've popped my little, I want to say, is it holly? It's just holly. I don't know why I'm overcomplicating it. Into that corner, in the middle, so I know that that's going to nestle in really nicely in between each one. And I'm just going to use a blue for a point of difference. Had to change my name thanks to a parent at school who was leaving nasty messages. I can't imagine trying to find Charlie's teacher on Facebook to have a go at her.
Wow.
What is wrong with people? Wow, sorry to hear that, Alison.
That's awful.
So yeah, I'm just using blue to show you a different colour. It might look quite nice, but yeah, just to... because all of my ink pads are lost. But this detail here, those crisp lines, I'm actually going to lift it up so I can show you. Look at this right here. Ooh. Love that. Super crystal clear photopolymer, but also that detail is gorgeous. So, just to double check where I'm at, I was here and I'm going to rotate 1, 2, 3 notches and into here. And you will see that that means when I go over here, it's going to be pretty much in the middle. But it's not. Why is that, Stefan?
I can't see. That's because when you did the 3 spacing, it left a slightly bigger gap on there because of the way numbers work.
Because of the way numbers work. Interesting.
Yeah, because it's you should
I'm
not
gonna pop
skip
this in the middle
3 if you wanna. Yeah, if you do that, it should then go for those. There is a slightly bigger gap on that.
So why wouldn't we? Just because I obviously really, really suffer with maths, and this is why these tools exist. Why would we never use 3?
So the amount of turns we've included in the rotate mate allows you to spin it a certain amount of times. If you want to have an even spread, I would probably suggest why not using 1 or 2 as the turning. Like how
Okay,
many-
so no more than 2.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Somebody asked me to write an instruction leaflet for the Rotate Mate, and I've been sort of avoiding this actually because I genuinely I use it and I learn as I go. So I might have to ask Seven to help me. But as you can see there, that has fallen perfectly in the right place. So it was just that odd one. Yeah, I am dreading writing these
You
instructions.
can do like
because
you could skip
1,
4.
2, 3.
So as you get to 2, you can then start doubling it up. As soon as you get into like the odd numbers, it will start sort of messing up the spiral if you want to get an even spread.
I think this looks okay. This is looking pretty okay.
Yeah.
I think this is right, if I've counted it correctly.
Yeah, that should be right.
3 spaces doesn't work. You need an even number or 1. See, Alison knows. Alison should just come and do these I think she should host a Maker Monday.
Oh, we could, can we do one of those where it's like picture
We have a
in picture?
guest. Yeah, I think we should. So, to sort out my gappiness, which looks wonderful, we do have some snowflakes that I'm just going to pop on here. I think that's the smallest one I have.
A good idea if you did want to have that kind of spacing, you could do in the future do 3, but then don't do the last one, and then you can put like the little.
You could put the sentiment there, which is
sentiment
what I
there.
thought actually. And I wish I had done. I think you should send a free sample to your mathematical sister and she'll sort it for you. No. No freebies. No freebies. That is genuinely my sister. It's not something... You know, like when girls are like, sisters, peace. And it's like, no. It's genuinely my sister. Now I've got ink all over my hands because I don't have my cloth to wipe my stamps before I take them off.
Alison said the same thing. She put a sentiment in the bigger gap.
In the bigger gap, see? Yeah. I should have seen it coming, but I didn't see it coming. Which sentiment should we go for?
Not the blue one.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for your...
I can't read from here.
Let's not do let it snow. There's no snow on here. Hello, Lorraine. We got Merry Christmas. Nice, clean, simple Merry Christmas. Is anyone actually making for Christmas yet? I've made stuff, but it's because I'm demoing, right?
On the plus side, we're not going to have to get any Christmas cards. We'll just give these out to everybody.
This is it. I hope this is what you wanted. So yeah, that is pretty much probably one of the worst Rotate Mate demos I've done, but we did it.
You winged it.
I winged it. It looks okay. You could put 2 gems up here. It would work. We're all good, thanks, Lorraine, although I'm rather hot and it's getting to my head and I can't think straight. I'm not demoing right. I don't have any of my stuff, but it's okay. I'm here. I'm alive. I was also going to show you using washi tape with these stamps, which will be the safer one because it doesn't require any maths in heat. These washi tapes are blank washi tapes from Dina Wakley, and they come in different widths, and you can go super wide with this and make like a background washi tape. That would be really cool. But you could also go smaller as well, and there's some thinner ones, but again, I don't know where they are either. I feel like you're going to ask a question.
Make your own washi. That's like super cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've got a stamp set here called Define Christmas, and I'm just judging them, and it does actually work, so we are going to do this. The only ones I've made are samples for DT. She does make a lot of samples, and they were very impressed at Hobby Maker with Alison and everyone's samples, actually. So I didn't make any graphics, sadly, for this stamp set or this washi tape. So I'm just going to knock that off because it's nothing to do with what we're doing. So I've got this washi tape here, and I'm just going to roll a bit off. You can now watch me with fake nails try and peel washi tape for the next half hour. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. I'm fine. So, peeling this away. Oh, it's got a little bit on it. That's random. And we're going to stick it to our glass mat so it comes up again.
Could you do the same technique for like wrapping paper?
You could use it for wrapping paper, or you could use it for like the sticky tape for your wrapping paper to quite, instead of like a thick ribbon, maybe that would be quite cool.
That'd be really nice actually.
Yeah. So I've got our Harmony tools here. This is the red one. I now need a red ink pad, which I'm going to use Lumberjack Plaid. I'm going to ink this up here. And what I'm going to do is just give it a nice light dusting of red, so we've got that background sorted. We can kind of go as heavy as we want with that. And the Harmony tools are of course on the website. There's now a new duo offer, which is 2 for, I want to say £5.
I mean, you can look at me, I don't know. I can find out for
Thanks.
you though.
Yeah, go on the website, Nawaganda. 2 for £5, but obviously you've got your 20% off Make a Monday code if you're looking for ergonomic lightweight handles for your blending. They don't come with any attachments when you buy the duo offer, so if you want sponges, if you want the acrylic end or felts, you'll have to grab another bundle. But if you got your own blending sponges and you just want the tool itself on the hook and loop, which I'll just take this off with my nails, if you just want this bit with the hook and loop that will fit any of your tools that you might have already, any of your blending foams, then that duo offer is a good buy to stock up your stash. Is £5?
£5.
£5. So we've got our background all blended and it's nice and smooth. There's no heavy edges and that kind of thing, thanks to our domed sponges. Again, I've got my VersaFine Clair, and what we're going to use for this one, in between our Rotate Mate sets, is Define Christmas. It's one of my favourite sets. It's very sarcastic, it's very funny. I'll read some out to you. Let me just get rid of that harmony tool there. So we have Christmas joy, a festive feeling of great pleasure and happiness. Gingerbread house, a building for biscuit person habitation, built out of ginger flavoured biscuits and decorated with all kinds of confectionery. My personal favourite is down here, which is mistletoe, a plant hung in the home as an excuse for festive flings. That was meant to be funny, so you meant to laugh, Steven.
Oh, I'm trying to pin
He's not.
a link.
Oh, I hope you're laughing at home, because my humour is unappreciated in this house. Unappreciated.
What happens when I don't
So let's
pay
stamp some of
attention?
these out, and then you can read them properly, and then Steven might laugh.
Okay, I've managed to figure out how to pin it. It's fine. I don't know if that pins it for
Fantastico.
everybody. It'd be good if people can let me know if
Yeah.
that pins it for everybody.
So I've got one of my acrylic blocks on here. This is the large acrylic block, and they are on the website, and they've got a nice little Mama Makes logo in the corner there, like this. Great for all of our sets, a nice big one. So, VersaFine Clair. I'm going to ink this up. We're going to stamp it right here. Like so.
Ooh, lovely.
Very cool. Could you find my cloth? Because I keep taking stamps off them.
Is it downstairs, do you think?
It's in the bag if you brought the bag up.
I did not bring the bag up.
I really like to just clean my stamps so I can take them off without getting my hands filthy. I'm not normally one to completely clean stamps till they're clean, but I probably should. I should look after them because they're pretty and they're a tool for life if you look after them, as we say. So I'm just going to line this up. This is Snowflake. Alison says the pin is there, so that's working nicely. And let's pop this here. A winter kiss from the people we miss. That's a nice one. This, he's back. This stamp set was actually, I think it was written post-pandemic because there's a lot of missing people and sort of, yeah, being back together and all of that. So, yeah, Alison says she doesn't think she has this.
Oh, literally, I was just reading over that. Oh, I missed that earlier.
Yeah. Alison took a break, and I think these were manufactured in her little break. So, what else do we have? We've got snow.
Well, Heidi says, oh, I like that one.
It's nice. Winter's Pure White Glitter. There's snow. And these make great sentiments, great wrapping paper, great little tape, nice little journaling if you're scrapbooking when you've been out in the snow, that kind of thing. The sentiments that I write and design try and cover all the kind of journaling and scrapbooking and all of that. So let's go for hot chocolate for the end one. I think I'll just reel a bit more off so I don't get cut off.
I always like this stamp set.
I do like the stamp set, it's very cool. Define Christmas, the stamp set is called, if you're looking for it on the website. Liking the nails too, thanks. Quite summery, huh? Pretty summery, which is cool. A complete contrast to what I'm crafting. hot chocolate, a warm chocolate liquid hug made from cocoa powder, sugar and milk. Are you a hot chocolate fan, Stephen?
I do like hot chocolate.
My best friend Tim, he loves a hot chocolate over any like other. He would rather have it than alcohol, and he would just. And he has the famous chocolate shop's hot chocolate machine, and obviously we do as well. It's great.
I know.
I feel like I need to comply with ASA, even if I'm just on Facebook. But yeah, he has the Hotel Chocolat chocolate machine, the Velvetizer, which is great.
Other hot chocolate
This
making
is it.
machines.
This is what I was doing on Hobby Maker. I was like, oh yeah, you know, that well-known mystery game. And she went, oh, Cluedo. And I'm like, yeah, I was trying to help you.
I clocked that and I was like, oh.
It's just my inner TV producer trying to save people from any advertising standards fines, you know? It's just, I'm here to help.
Just to let people know, I have pinned the link to Define Christmas.
Fabulous. So now we've got the snowflakes, and these are from the new Christmas wreath builder set. I'm just going to do them in blue. Just wipe that up there. Just going to quickly stamp this down like that. A load of detail in this one as well, really cute. And this gap here.
I'll see if I can find that one on the website.
Festive wreath builder. I believe it's
Festive,
called.
yeah. I was thinking, what they call it on Hobby
Let's
Maker.
get some kind of leafy bits here, I think. They stick to my nails when it's hot, so I struggle a little bit. There we go. I'm going to get a green distress oxide, obviously not ideal for detailed stamping, but this is called Evergreen Bough, so a great one for a full stamp like this. You know, it's got no detail on the actual leaves. Woo! So I can, that's clear, so it's not focusing very well. But yeah, it's got no real intricate detail, so I can get away with an oxide for this. And it gives it that real chalky look too. Like so.
Yeah, the pinned link is the Christmas, the festive wreath builder now.
Nice.
Trying to keep up with you. It's hard work.
I know. Let's go. We should plan these demos instead of me winging it, and then I'll give you a list so you just copy and paste. But they're never really planned. Monday, I thought to myself earlier, why do you do these on a Monday? It's such the most hectic day for me, because although I don't work on a Monday, I have to go get my son from school, and then I'm looking after my youngest son all day because he doesn't go to nursery on a Monday. Then I go get the other one from school, and we walk all the way there, half an hour, all the way back takes another half an hour. We go to the shop, and then I take him to dance. And then I go all the way home, and then I go pick him up from dance. And it's just such a hectic day, like, I don't know why I do it to myself. And then we drop him off at Cubs at 6:30, and then we have to finish these Maker Mondays before 8, otherwise we're late to pick him up. And we've done that once, we've been late.
That's why the phone rang, wasn't it?
Yes, so if you go on YouTube and watch the Maker Mondays back, you'll see there's a Maker Monday where at the end we get cut off because there's an earthquake. The earthquake was actually my husband's phone, which we use as the overhead camera, going off, going mad, because the scout leader was ringing saying, you need to come get your son, you can't leave him here. Which is a shame. No, I'm kidding.
He's been camping now. He should
but he's been camping. He could survive, I'm sure. But yes, that was very funny. So we have to keep an eye on the time now and not forget Charlie. So I've just grabbed one of the other wreathy bits from our festive wreath builder. I'm just stamping these down and filling it out. I'm just filling in those gaps. I'm quite mindful. I'm just chatting away, filling in the gaps. what has everyone been up to on that sunny weekend that we just had? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what you've been doing to survive the heat, to enjoy the heat. Tell me. Just going to use this red and we're going to stamp our bow. You get a bow in the festive wreath, which is a nice one actually. If you want to do, I'm not going to do it, but just to show you, you know, a bow at the bottom of your wreath and that kind of thing. That's going to look really cute.
If you do the rotations correctly, you can have the bigger gap in the middle, and then you could put a bow there.
Well, do you want to come up and do one?
Yeah, I did one earlier for the day for your reel.
Yeah, so if you Hobbymaker downloaded the reel today, and I think they might be putting it on their thing, on their Instagram. So if you go on Instagram and you look at the latest Rotate Mate reel on the Mama Makes website, that is not me. You'll notice the hands are not any nails.
Man hands.
That was Steven. Starring in his first reel. He didn't get a credit.
Yeah.
He's not got an IMDb yet. Random people outside. We obviously have the window open because it's so warm. So now I've got this really detailed kind of little bit of a garland. I'm going to stamp this in the VersaFine Clay and hope it comes out really nicely. And if we just kind of stamp off the edge, really kind of shadowy and detailed. Liking that. And use your different generations as well. When we talk generations, you'll see that this is really, really black, and this is the Nocturne ink pad, so it's a super black. Whereas this is more of a grey because I didn't go back in with my ink pad. So if I do this again, maybe here, you can see that it's going to get lighter and lighter, and that's what we call second and third generation stamping.
Oh, that's nice way of getting different shades.
Different tones from one ink pad, yeah. And it's all going to tone and match because it's, you know, what you've been doing. It's what you've been using. So another one of our festive bits here. I'm going to go for Speckled Egg, a great distress oxide for your kind of lighter foliage. And try and fill in these gaps. And this is turning out to be, this would be a lovely wrapping paper actually, thinking about it. Love that. And I think one more. Just to show you all the bits.
I quite like the whole stamping over like the edge, so it's half a stamp rather than just
You've got
the
a
whole
second snowflake here, which we'll do in a nice Uncharted Mariner, one of the newer Distress Oxides. All of the Distress Oxides should be on the website, and if there's any colours that are not, please message me and I'll add them to the website for you if my supplier has them. Do be mindful that we do normally order in to order, so the lead time of 10 to 14 days is because of that, and because of obviously the custom stamps as well. Just going to do a few generations of snowflakes, like so. And then a top tip for you, if you have one of our acrylic tools or acrylic blocks, any acrylic blocks really, you would butt it up and push it down, and then if you rip upwards, it will give you a straight edge for your washi. People sell washi cutters and that kind of thing, but they're pretty much made of acrylic.
Yeah.
So if you have an acrylic block,
yeah, might as well use the tools you have.
I did that really badly because it was quite a short piece, but you get the idea. So there's your piece of washi that you could stick to a gift, you could stick to a card, to a journal, chop it up. I'm just going to peel it off my mat. It's quite hot, so it's very stuck. Like so. That is good to go right there. And that's with the Dina Wakley washi tape, but I know a few people sell blank washi tapes. With our Define Christmas and our Christmas wreath builder as well to make those backgrounds. But making those backgrounds is going to be great if you're matting and layering and that kind of thing. just make loads of background papers. Get all of your oxides out and make loads of backgrounds. So that's pretty much all I've got for today. A little bit Christmassy on the hottest day ever. Sorry about that. Next week we'll be here, Maker Monday, 7 p.m. over on YouTube and Facebook. Anything that you would like to buy, I don't even make sense. Anything you would like to buy, have 20% off during the Maker Monday. 20% off code is there. Maker Monday 20. And if you have any questions, pop them in the comments. Anything you want to purchase that you can't find on the website and that kind of thing, let me know. And I read all the comments and I love hearing what you think about Maker Mondays. So let me know what you would like to see next Maker Monday. And if you want to join a great community of people, we've got Crafting with Mama Makes on Facebook as well. And over on Instagram, you'll see loads of reels and inspiration using all of our tools. And if you've been watching this feed because I posted it over on the Plannerfest group, I'll be seeing you, Plannerfest, Journal Fest and Stationery Fest people in Manchester on the 1st of July. I'm very excited and I need to book some accommodation. So
Anyone that can see me as well.
Exactly. So what's going to happen is, if you haven't, I'll quickly tell you all about it. Stationery Fest, Planner Fest and Journal Fest is going to be an amazing event all under one roof at Manchester Convention Centre. It's organised by a lovely girl called Bex who loves all things planners and journaling. It used to be called Planner Fest, but now it's grown and grown and grown to Planner Fest, Stationery Fest and Journal Fest. If you're a VIP, you get to do a workshop with me and a few other people as well. My workshop is all about music, my love for lyrics, and I'll be doing an art journaling workshop on how you can get a song lyric that you really love and use that as a springboard to inspire you to create an art journal piece. So if you want to join in on that, you'll need a VIP ticket, which I believe are £90, and I think they're still on sale. They might close this week, they might have closed last week. Check on the website. Email Bex as well. However, you might already have a ticket and you'll be seeing me there over on the stand and the creativity station where I'll be demoing all of our tools, and Esteban will be over on the stall selling everything that we can possibly fit in the car. Anyway, so that's Planner Fest. Go have a look. That was a really loud clap. And you can tell I used to work in TV because I panicked when I made a loud noise. If you make a loud noise, a microphone goes quiet. It mutes the microphone, and I'm just not into. You're not in Kansas anymore. So if you want to join me next Monday, I'll be here at 7 o'clock. And